Hey, Composing Gloves here, and this is a book review video. Let me really quick get big. And this one is for a book called The Everything. Let me see if you see this. The Everything Music Composition Book. It was a book at the library. It intrigues me, so I decided to read the whole thing. And I just really quick want to tell you what I thought of it. I thought it was a great book. I thought it was a good review. I wouldn't recommend it though. When it says everything music composition, it means we're going to skim over a lot of things and tell you to do a lot more research. But it's a great book you could learn a good amount of theory out of this, but it'd be very incomplete. He covers things that would take entire lessons in like a sentence or two. And so it leaves you sort of in the dust. If you do know music theory and you know a bit about composition and things like that, this is a great read. He pushes you in a lot of interesting directions. He's got a very breezy, not very in-depth feel to it, but it does fill you in on things like I learned a bunch of stuff about different violin bowing techniques that I didn't anticipate learning. And so he has these chapters that just sort of breeze through stuff. The music theory thing went really fast. Like I already knew theory, so it didn't matter to me, but I was like, dang, I would not be able to, this is going way too fast. And he completely skips some concepts. It's written by a guy named Starr. Thought that was cool. And he does have other books that I would consider reading. That he has this thing of a book about drums and a book about blues and things like that. So that was kind of an interesting deal. Comes with a CD. CD's all right. It's got old MIDI music on it. And I didn't feel like it was super instructive towards the text. But his examples are good. If you've never heard this stuff before, then that'll be great. If you sort of know what you're looking at, then the CD is sort of a little unnecessary. But yeah, it was very cool. I picked up a lot of things. Great refresher book. Would I buy it if I was new? No. Would I buy it if I was experienced? No. It's just not a book I would buy. It's a book that I would rent or look at. I'd put it in my library for someone who's interested, but it's not something that I would really go to learn composition. And so these kinds of books though are always like that though. Like oh yeah, this is the thing you need, and look at this, it's only that big. I have a theory textbook that's like 4 times this size, and that is like the Everything Music Composition book, and it's saying it's not, and so there's things like that. So Total Harmony, it's a textbook. So yes. If you have any questions about this book or any other things that I thought about it, as long as it's not too far from now, because I'll probably forget certain things and opinions I had about it. The pictures are nice where they're at. He explains things like, he goes over figure, bass, chord, symbols, and different writing for different sections. Polyrhythms, he touches these really advanced concepts in just a matter of paragraphs and basically says, go look up more. And so as a point of research, of starting research, which I think is most of his intent, is just to get you going in the right direction. This is like a fabulous book for that. So if you're looking for finding an interest or something you'd like to pursue further, that'd be great. He has a list of, I think this is funny, he's got a list of websites in the back, but he warns you very cautious, for good reason, that some of these links could be dead. But then he's got things like, oh yeah, these are places you should go to learn music theory. Like I'm thinking like, oh, I'm going to get like books that are very specific towards theory or websites that are going to teach me stuff. And then I read things like wikipedia.org, which has like everything else on the planet on there. It's got like amazon.com. And I was like, okay. And then youtube.com. And so then he's got things that are more like what I was expecting, like chordwheel.com and all about jazz and allmusic.com and things like that. But those ones I just thought were funny. I was like, yeah, but they have everything else. Like, of course, he didn't put Google though. I was like, what? So Google's not a good source, but amazon.com and YouTube and Wikipedia. I thought that was funny. It's just a funny thing. I just wonder what the reasoning was. But it's great pickup book. So yeah, those are my thoughts, what happened to me when I went through it. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we're gonna look at sound design with Citrus, and we're gonna look at how to make this sound. You may prefer it dry.